Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Take.
Happy New Year!
Ooh.
Happy New Year!
Awesome. Hope for the best here.
Well
If we
played.
can play these two together, it's going to be really awesome. So he's Jade, obviously. Let's pretend we are also Jade, right?
For the wild.
If he now uses the hero power to kill one of these, that's fine. Then we get a 3, 4, and 2 2/2s. That's still pretty good. If he has the wild growth now, okay, it's still fine. I think it's looking quite good. Sir Finlay, that's also quite nice, but do we want to buff actually right now, or do we? No, we can play Sir Finlay next turn with this guy, right? Spectacular.
Happy New Year!
Let's bring some Happy New Year celebration to the world. What's he gonna do? Coin, innovate, swipe? No, just the red. Okay. Ooh. Definitely this one. Let's see what we get. It's a tough one. Is it steady shot or is it live tap? It looks like we might be running out of cards because we just have this turn and the next turn. So let's go for security reasons. Live tap. Do we want to buff them 2 times or do we want... So this will give +3/+3 or +3/+2. But then we actually get another +1/+1 here. So I think the 3/4, the extra one, is correct. And what does swipe do here? Spectacular. I think we kill it, right? I think it's like this. Okay, this doesn't do anything, I'd say.
Where shall I strike?
Is it all face? What does swipe do? Swipe here, maybe?
Spectacular.
Doesn't really do all that much. But this trade is still quite nice, right?
But of course.
So let's take that one. And the rest hits face, because we threaten lethal anyway, right? Maybe even the Hunter hero power was better. Maybe. Do we have lethal 4/2 here, and then we have not quite 1 point off. Azure Drake.
Guide my
Not
lands.
quite.
I can see.
Okay. He concedes.
Well played.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
I think Sir Finlay is the best turn 1 play this deck has. Even though you don't want to lose your hero power, you just want to get that freaking 1 mana 1/3 on the board.
Happy New Year!
It's just a little bit sad that you're giving away already that you are not a Jade Druid. So I'm actually not sure how that like balances out. Mage has so much AoE, right? So we take the Fire Blast. It is the double innovate here, right? I think it is. The 1 mana waste is not worth the time you're wasting by not using it. Oh, does he have a fireball already in hand and he wants to coin it? That would be really sad. Ooh, but we have this coming up. So fireball doesn't work anymore because you scumbag inked my face. I love it. He's still... what? Is it polymorph maybe? Ah, meh. Are there any good budget decks, low budget decks? Yes, how about Pirate Warrior? Pirate Warrior is a pretty strong budget deck. Even if you don't have patches, it's still quite OP, I'd say. So, ooh. I think Mukla is quite nice, right? What's he gonna do about Mukla? He doesn't hold the coin anymore, so that should push in the damage we need, right? Unless he holds... unless he holds Ice Block. Face Hunter is not a good budget deck, I suppose. I would guess...
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Extra banana, so we have 4 plus 3, 7, it's exactly lethal, right? 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 4, nice, exactly, before he can play Reno. Awesome. Bam! So yeah, I think the best budget deck is Pirate Warrior. Let me check actually. Innovate is actually not as good against Rogue, but I will still keep it. And I will keep the Power of the Wild with the... oh. Patches in starting hand. Why? Oh, the new Rogue quest. I think that's absolutely a meme deck. I don't know. I think it doesn't work. Like... because the problem is you need to put a lot of meme cards into your deck to be able to make that quest run, right? I'm pretty sure you can fulfill that quest. But then the problem is to consistently achieve that, you are going... so are we going for that he doesn't have sap? No, but then we are losing all our spells, right? Let's go for Sir Finlay first. And do we go for Dagger Mastery or Reinforce? I think against the Rogue, especially against his board, Dagger Mastery might actually be fine. So we Dagger Mastery next turn, and then afterwards we go for the Teacher. Yeah, let's go for Dagger Mastery. I think the Rogue quest is probably the least competitive. No, I think the Paladin quest is the least possible. That's going to be tough. That is going to be tough. It's probably... the Paladin quest is the least competitive, I would say. Then maybe the Rogue one. The best ones are probably... I don't even know what the best ones are.
Pay attention, class. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
This is hopefully some trouble for him. And next turn we even have a 2/2 charging patches coming up. Yeah, I mean, maybe somebody builds a really good rogue deck.
Thank you.
I don't really know. We will see. So how do we do this? Do we trade in all the small guys here? Or do we keep one small guy and Lower the health of the teacher. No, I think we trade in all the small guys,
shall
right?
do as you say, shall do as you say.
Instinct.
I like the big guy here. We keep the weapon, right? I don't think that the hunter one is the best. I think the hunter one makes your deck full of 1-drops, and you don't really want that. It's going to be quite bad. Is it Nourish, maybe? It's maybe Nourish because we get a 1-drop. A 1-drop, a 1/1.
I'm ready to learn.
Actually, I didn't see that he had the weapon equipped. That was a little bit stupid. But at least now we know what we will get. That's quite nice. So we are able to play this and this next turn. So charging 5/5 is really good against Rogue.
Best deals anywhere.
Coin Conceal. But I don't think it's going to be strong enough, is it?
Where shall I strike?
I think we get him.
I'm ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
For the wild.
I think we kill him next turn. Let's see. But I don't think he can kill us, right? Let's say 2 Cold Bloods even and then Eviscerate.
Give me
It's
a
12
quest.
from hand. I think it's not going to work out. We'll have to see. That's a shitload of card draw. He still has 5 mana. Holy crap. You scumbag. The Mage Quest, I don't know. I heard some really good Freeze Mage player saying that I don't even remember who it was.
Meet you soon.
Saying that the quest doesn't look that good. Is he going? He's going to kill the teacher. Okay. So can that 8/8 kill me next turn? Not really, right? So this one hits face. We don't even need additional damage, so we just taunt and dagger up, right? And then we kill him next turn anyways with the swipe. So I think we won. So the Druid quest is okay-ish. Not sure if that's going to be the Druid deck. I personally think that the Jade Druid deck is stronger, but we'll have to see about that. The Priest quest, I don't know, that's something for Reno Priest, right? I'm not too sure. I also think that the reward of the Priest quest is not that good. Like, it doesn't seem that appealing to me. Like, it's quite weak, I would say. Just, it's hard to accomplish and the reward is pretty bad. I think, for instance, the Warrior quest is better because the reward is better. Getting that hero power is quite good. The Hunter reward is also a little bit eh. It has pros and cons. We have to see that in practice. But there is a webpage. Actually, let me link you that webpage. That's computing the odds.
Well played.
Well played.
not keeping the Violet Teacher. Are we keeping the Violet Teacher? We do have the coin. Not sure. Yeah, so what it tells you is that it gives you some explanation why actually that how afraid am I of Mortal Coil? Not too afraid. He has just 4 cards. We just hope it's not Mortal Coil. Doomsayer is a little bit annoying, but it's always annoying if we are going second. So the site tells you the actual rate or probability you will be able to complete the Marsh Queen quest by the number of turns and by the number of 1-drops you have in your deck. He's actually playing the Doomsayer. That sucks. We cannot deal with it, right? We just have 5 damage. That sucks. So we just gain 1, basically. It doesn't even matter if we attack here or not, because that guy will just die and we will just get healed. But whatever. Oh, it's nice. We can get patches out. Yeah, so and it turns out that the probabilities to fulfill the Marsh Queen quest are pretty bad unless you run 14 freaking 1-drops in your deck. So that sucks. So is it double Power of the Wild here? Not really, right? But it might be, or actually it plays around, he didn't have a 4-drop. It plays around him having the second-rate Bruiser if we go for double Power of the Wild. Would he just Hellfire these 2 cards? I'm not really sure. Hellfire becomes quite useless if we buff both. I think I'm actually going here for the double buff. Like, what's a Warlock doing against these minions? Nothing really, right? He can now Blast Crystal I mean, a Soulfire, I guess, works.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Yeah. We played around that second-rate Bruiser. That's quite awesome. We don't have the 15 damage. So what we do here, we trade and play the Drake, right? Does that set up for lethal? We have potential 9 on board, and we have 6-8 from hand. That does set up for lethal. With Hellfire, does it set up with lethal for lethal with Hellfire? With Hellfire, we have 4-8 plus 3. It's also lethal, right? If you play Hellfire. Obviously, with Reno Jackson, it's not lethal, but we still hold an okayish board. So I think this is fine.
We're gonna be rich.
Okay, there we go. He had it, sadly. Do we just swipe hero power that Reno? We could also play this one and trade the pirate in, but that doesn't look that nice, to be honest. I think we just swipe hero power.
For the wild.
At this point, since the second-rate Bruiser is gone, I kinda do want to spread out a little bit more, but I couldn't really, in my opinion, because that Reno just gets such a nice trade into the Azure Drake. So
I'm in charge now.
patches with power overwhelming. It's quite good for him here, right? Especially also because the swipe is now not that strong anymore. There's no way it is lethal, right? 5 plus 4 is 9, plus another 4 is 13.
What to do?
I think the buff here is good, right?
Trust the pirate's code.
Elune, guide my lands.
So we have technically 6 damage in hand, 8 damage, 9 damage. What does Defender of Argus do here? Then he gets this straight and not much more. I think we go face. I don't really see the punish. And I do see, like, Twisting Nether is a punish, right? If I use the Living Roots here for the 2-2, he's going to Twisting us. Yeah, correct play. Nice. Hey, Katie Skeeter, welcome.
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to
For the wild.
So if he's out of AoE, he loses with the double Savage Roar now. And we are getting closer, right? He's down Reno Jackson already. Yes, tap. Tap. Shadow Flame. Oh no, Shadow Flame, nice.
Get you.
So easy lethals. Big time lethal. Big time lethal.
I shall do as you say.
Well played.
Awesome.